Think here they start talking about the ostriches, I think, because I saw the comments, but I'm not going to show it. It's just a brief and I want to be funny on something.
When you say you look across at the mother country and you fear the way in which that we're all on the same path, it's all about the centralisation of and the authoritarian hand on the on the on the steering wheel of farming. It's about centralising. It's about centralising the food production. It's about sending the message, is it not, to the people that when it comes to food, you'll take what you're given. And it will not be the case that
I'll stop it there. You'll take what you're given, even with medical tests. Like when I was at the hospital, the blood pressure machine was an attack on me. In certain cases, like mine, I went to a place where they bottle water, right? I won't show you the bottle that's from the store because I don't want to actually name the store. I don't even know if I'm allowed because it would be like, defamation. But it's not. This is defamation against the secret projects of the police against Warlock Superman. And I'm gonna, even if they jail me or they cut my head off on video, like some of the terrorists, which we all know that they had their reasons to be terrorists. I know by now. I used to always see the good and bad. No, there's an in between line, and governments are the worst. Western governments are the biggest liars. Not only do they hurt you, like me, they're torturing me, following me, and even the deputy or the MP in my area pretends as if, like everybody else, I'm imagining certain things like secret attacks on me. No, this lady that I didn't see, that I only went there twice. The second time I went there, I knew there was going to be something, so I brought my own water bottle because it's a place that you fill up your own water. She snatched it from my hand at the last minute and put her hands, like I already saw she had came in. She came looking for me and following me around the place. The first time I went into that self-serve water, pure distilled water store, they have 4 dispensers, but she took it and she was like sliming it near the no, I'm even scared after I rinsed it and I'm recycling it, and I think it's not that it was that toxic, but the fact that they put some kind of oil. I don't know if it was some kind of toxic product. Who knows? I'm not gonna guess because everything I say, everything that's negative that I say that is too much negative, meaning it's bad enough they follow and torture me. But if I get it wrong, what I say, they actually make me not only inject it and me eat it. Every, like this guy is saying, it's not only farmers. If you piss off the government, they'll make sure they weaponize, they deputize in an evil, secretive way. And if people say, why would people go along with poisoning or making my water bottle contaminated to a level? I'm not saying this was toxic enough to kill me, but for whatever reasons they're not killing me, I don't know yet because my life is worse than dead. Maybe because I talk about it, but who knows? Because the minds of evil people on the planet is so structured in the system, just like we see it's a slave system if you haven't woken up to that. What I'm living in Montreal is such a big crime on top of the slavery, war type, genocide type. It's because it's so organized against one person. So I must have either an immense power or they must have really been, it's just so many people that hate me and they have the technology, not to make the world's first bionic man, to make the first persecution in the modern day time. Tell me, people, if you've seen in any country someone declaring, saying he'll pass a polygraph, having video proof of even the morbidity can show you this. And the insult to injury is they'll say that I did this to myself. Look at this. This is actually, you can actually see 2 spikes. Like, I mean, it's an attack. It's a machine. It's almost like a stapler. Bleeding. You should see how I'm feeling now. I just sipped but didn't swallow water from the tap or from a bottle, not this one that comes from the store and it's still sealed. Meaning is they contaminate the water. I don't know if it's just for me, CRISPR. I hope it's that for everyone's sake because they poison. Well, vaccines are not healthy. They were, if you see the videos from the past, Tyler Fisher is showing us. Tyler Fisher is funny on that. I don't know how he gets away with that, but that's what I'm saying. They will censor what I'm saying. I don't know if it's in January or something. And the fact that Anthony Housewater in my area said, no, they wouldn't use the laws like that. I was about to email him back, but no, I don't want to bother him that much. He already gave me places that I could get help for the harassment. It's not harassment, it's torture. If it was just vehicles following me, I'd be playing, high fives with the police. If I thought they were just there to try to intimidate me, they know it doesn't work. Even when they were making stupid jokes like children coming on the sidewalk. So since the police knows that doesn't work, well, they torture me, and maybe it's not to death in the instant, but my body has been handicapped to a certain level because of their constant attacks. Now this lady snatched my bottle. I could go back to that store. I have the guts to face them, but what will that get me? First of all, the store will know. See, I'm not mentioning the store or what area it was even. I did mention Maxi because they're big box stores and they were continuously following me and being rude. But the thing is, that lady was rude. She's not allowed taking someone's personal water bottle. If they bottle it for the store, the first time it was okay. I still have some here left. But the fact that they did this to me, I'm not surprised, because one time I went to a dépanneur downtown in summer, and then I said, hey, the water wasn't contaminated, like crisper just for me. I went back after an hour and a half. I said, I want to pick up an extra gallon, maybe another loaf of bread. No, the gallon of water, the mayo, everything was contaminated in the store. I go, Jesus Christ, how much do they hate me and how much they're investing, and they have no scruples. Because like this, it looks like I'm crazy. Who would think that they weaponize the whole city? They pay people because they want to make sure that I look crazy. Because why would they do that to you? Because they're evil, and because they could get away with it, and because they could make me seem as crazy, because they have nothing on me. I never threaten anybody. And even this, they say I do it to myself. Who believes you can do this to yourself and still be nonviolent and talk about peace and love and against war? It is impossible. That's why even defending yourself or doing a citizen's arrest is illegal, or the police get twisted to the way they see it. If you see the internet, I've put some, but there's so many, where police just harasses everybody. But usually from those videos, it stops there, or it's physically, sometimes they even kill people. But in my case, it's not that they lost their cool in 1 second. This is such an organized system. That's why I make videos. And even if they take away my channel or they kill me, the important thing is that you know that I haven't said one false word. I don't know the type of product, how the gadget looks like, because that's the hidden part. But I know this lady, I thought she had some cream on her hand for a second. So I go, oh my God, she had some cream. So I rinsed it a bit. I go, because I have two sisters. When I was young, I always had some bottles or something in the house with a hand cream. They put face cream. But this was something done on purpose. And that lady, I saw her like a bit like the guy when he did this to my hand. This is a crime in Montreal, that if lightning or a nuke comes on Montreal, you could thank the Montreal police and Apopex for participating in causing that, or certain neighbors that will remain anonymous. Because the crime against me is so big, a polar opposite, since even Greg Braden, I put a short, talks about it's necessary to have evil. Yes, to a certain visceral point. But when it's an organized, intelligent, demonic type of evil, that you pick on someone that has done nothing legal, nothing hateful, has apologized to offend your little fragile egos. So police, when you rev your cars, when you send people, like the guy was pretending in my Apopex building, and people know I live in the cul-de-sac. This guy pretended he was delivering food. My head still hurts. I can't touch my hand. And I had even a shield over it. I even had like a hat, like those things to protect against wind or cold. My head, after minutes, and the guy was slowly going away with the car, meaning he was like, and I was looking back at him because I knew, and the guy was totally ignoring me. He could have said, why are you looking at me? Why are you wearing that thing? No, his job was to pretend talking on the phone, passing by with a bag and attacking me by the back. Knife in the back. And this is probably on the cameras in where I live, because they have cameras. Obviously, they know that guy was in the building just roaming around. And so that I got attacked twice yesterday. My bottle got contaminated at that store, something with distilled, self-serve. I'm not going to show the picture. I have the picture of where it is. I don't want to give away the store, but there's not many that have self-serve. So that store, just like Maxi, just like most stores, even the ones that are not that popular like Maxi or Metro, have certain personnel, or sometimes even people that go there that are trained just to bother me or attack me. One or both. The evil. I wanted to resist making this video, and even if I show you vehicles, police, like I could show you a bit. after like a few, two or three, at least three times near my bus, ambulances, police, cut me off where I went. I don't want to say which area even it was that I went at that store to bottle my own water because I'm trying to find a way to get water. I can't. From the tap, it's contaminated. And I saw the tap in whatever building, the tap, I brought it home, I made the coffee, and there was no sand type thing. So that means, and if it was my imagination, why would I imagine that? If I'm scared, I'm going to be scared everywhere. So I'm logical. And is this my fear, or is this the camera, or my, I think they branch it and exaggerate my, because there's a way, but now I can't see it fast because my camera sometimes goes into panoramic. I think they stretch the panoramic even more just to make it, look at this. When I started filming the police, this is when I got back yesterday. Always the police there. It's the third time I go out that there's always the police when I get off my bus. But they're not that close, but they're close enough and they keep the lights on to show. Like in Gaza, even when they don't kill, they have presence everywhere. And wherever you go, you know you're under military control. Just like here, that guy was saying, they start with the food. They're moving out the more farmers. They're killing birds with any excuse. They have all excuses, and this is what I said, my dear Anthony in Montreal, Notre-Dame-de-Grâce. I told you in the letter, clear with people in CC. This is such a big crime. You have to investigate, but if you don't, and you don't say that you will, this has nothing to do with me. Maybe I would like help, but I just saw that everybody, like you gave me those centers, even if they answer those centers, they're going to say that they can't help me. Go somewhere else. Everybody sends me somewhere else. What does that mean? I am canceled. And not only that, the system does not help people that are bothered by the police or tortured, in my case, not only harassed. So what I tell you, police, is what in the name of Mother of God or Mother of anything that is holy, everything that is sacred and organized, even in a demonic slave planet, gives you the idea that you could continue this without consequences? Never mind from me. Because what would have happened if I told that lady, what are you doing with my bottle? Give it back to me. They could still do it, meaning is that they insist so much, just like when they come in my path, they will come near me. They used to knock on my door, hey, open the door. Monstrosities. And that's why how would I accept an apartment if, like I said, they just come near my door and my face is full of attacks, full of marks like you saw right now. So the idea that they do this and they have the guts, and this is what burns my human side. If I give in to my human revenge system, that's why I try to meditate all the time. I would go ape shit, crazy, violent. No kidding, police. You are attacking me every day. You know how much that provokes someone? Me, I just asked you for help, and your little fragile ego, you put a whole system to make me more than murdered, more than dead. You made me a living nightmare for 7 years now, close to 7. And the last 4 years, physical torture, pain in the back of my head. I didn't know if it was going to make me die or not. And who knows the damage it's causing in my body. I'm having weird symptoms. Just like when they poisoned my burger, then they had an ambulance in case I would die from that or be sick right away. This is the kind of monstrosity you do. You make women try to, not seduce me, but convince me that they're trying to offer me a little drink. Come on. You think I wouldn't feel it when I drink it, and you think I wouldn't report it? And even people, like, if they want to believe I'm crazy, pick me another person that is crazy and organized and has videos and mutilations in his body. I have spoken to people that think they're followed by ambulances. There's a guy that goes to that club of me that I say that says that, but he's aware. What's it all? He goes, yeah, maybe I'm imagining it. Well, did I ever say maybe I'm imagining it? No, maybe you're evil so much that I think you people, police, you're going to catch fire near me one day. Maybe it's going to literally happen, because the evil to hurt an innocent old person that has a rare disease and that is asking you, pleading with you, on my heart, I end up at the ER, help me where I live with Apopex. You managed to say, yeah, we're gonna double down. We're gonna help Apopex torture him not only with pesticide in his apartment, through the walls. We're gonna put people that are gonna even sleep over, undercover monsters that are demon looking, programmed by MK Ultra. You've done things to me, police, that it's beyond. I wouldn't be able to know where to start to hate you or curse you. So I just leave it to God. It's too big. Even in the moments of suffering, maybe 5 years ago, I was not hating, but I was saying, hey, this is wrong, and feeling frustrated. Now I'm no longer frustrated. I'm saying, when is the shoe going to come down on them? When is that balance of the universe gonna crush you all. And how should I feel about that? Sad? Are you feeling sad every day you intentionally follow and hurt me? So if God does something now karmically to make your life more miserable than we know what's, and if it hasn't already happened in your lives, give it time. It's in the mail. I guarantee you, you cannot go unpunished with this. Sooner or later, on your deathbed, you're going to say, why did I do this to Warlock? What did I do so bad? Legally, spiritually, morally? Nothing. I asked for help. Maybe the method was insulting to your fragile status, entitled character. I don't blame you for that. So I said I didn't know that you were that sensitive and that I had to follow and not bother you and not tell you anything, even if it's logical. Even in the stupid slave system, I was going through the, how do you say, the hierarchy. I was going through the process and I thought it worked. Just like when I thought about complaining, just like even with the HLM, I wanted to move. No, they only offered me the apartment when it was a week before going to court because they were not sure they were going to win. But I think they knew they were going to win. It's just the idea that everything is corruptible. And what I'm saying, the crime that is being helped, because the police alone, the Rapopex alone, would not be able to hurt me this much, even forcing someone or paying someone to snatch a bottle away. And there's right now, I would dare anybody to come over and put their lips over here or even their hand. You're going to see the slime on my bottle. This is a crime that police, you have to burn in hell for this. It's not hatred. It's that you have to, because, well, come on. You know you're doing it, right? So what would you think I would tell you that you deserve? Love, forgiveness? When you poison everything in my life, literally, monsters. What can I call you but monsters, evil, just like Greg Braden says. And the fact that I know this is going to bring on more torture because, oh, you called us out. No, you're supposed to take it and shh, like those officers, shh. But why would I shut up when you're still doing it? What's my motivation to shut up, police? There is none. So I might as well tell people what kind of evil creatures you are. And that it's not all officers. It's the ones giving the orders and the stupid idiots that are stupid enough to follow with poisoning, attacking me. These people, I don't know what nationality. I don't want to say it because I could recognize the language, whether it's one or another. I don't care what nationality you are. Don't come near me because one day I will. Of course, it's hard to know because with the gadgets, it's not like being darted or shot with a taser that you say, well, look, it's on video. There's videos and, there's something, it's so, you could do it even legally, like the STM. They're gonna interpret the video the way they want. They already said it. Oh, that's your interpretation. What? My hand is injured. After there's a scuffle, I say, "Why are you trying to grab me?" And my hand is injured. Duh, it's them, right? Who else could it be? So the idea that you could find ways of saying, because if you attack me with a secret gadget, how could I stop you? And how could I do a citizen's arrest? Who would make the arrest? The police? Which they're the ones sending them. So you see in position they're putting me in is just basically to go in my soul in whatever way doesn't affect my future reincarnation or my future connection to God. Because I want to put a line in the sand, but I don't want to be evil. I just want to let you know. And in the moments, like now, I said, because that's what you do to my animal, my fight or flight. The part of me that's similar to you, police, would have to hate you beyond the law C9, C8. Even regular legal laws I would have to hate. But why? It wouldn't be illegal. It would be just defending the legitimate right to defend my body. You have no right to hurt me every day in a sneaky way or in a blatant way. You have no right, but you still take it. So I am telling God to do whatever it takes to stop you. All right? We're okay with that. If you're okay with continuing, I'm the right wishing that that divine energy sees that the corruption is so big, it's so evil what you're doing, that you should be stopped. Someone should stop you. And if I don't want to promote any type of violence, but whatever motivates you to stop your violence towards me, even if it's not fatal in the second, but it's still hurting me and torturing me every day. It's brutal. It's worse than dead. I have nowhere to go. I can't buy water. I can't do anything. My water, I'm scared to even wash myself when it goes near my mouth. I feel sick. This is wrong what you're doing. Just because I wouldn't move to a place that was probably worse than this one. This is a cruelty that is beyond, like some people say they would not replace their fridge. They did that with me. They broke my fridge and then they wouldn't replace it. Apopex, I hear everybody else is getting a new fridge. I could record people saying that to me. Why would they lie about people getting a new fridge? It's on the lease. So that's only a little minute crime that I could argue about that crime, but why would I argue? And plus, if you would bring me a new fridge, you would attack my apartment. That's the thing. Even when it's the smoke detectors, I get scared. A second that somebody comes in, they had evil smiles, like so evil, undercover people instead of the people from the company actually of the. But even if it is, if they're paid out to do something to contaminate my apartment, I go to the pawn shop. I used to depend on that for $50 to $100, sometimes even over 100, because I had accumulated some video games that now are like classics. Now they gave me like $25-$30 last time I went a year and a half ago on stuff that they should have given me over 100. They cut it to 1/3 of what they used to give me. And when I got it back, it was full wrapped of plastic. And now, if you're sensitive like me, just touching it for more than a few minutes, even when they gave it back, even seconds, I couldn't hold it. Even in the store, they had a whole drum set for these video games. It's not a real drum set. It's like an electronic drums. And just touching it in the store 2 seconds with gloves, I was ill that I almost passed out. Same thing with my mail. People, you think I could make this stuff up? I wouldn't. If anybody shows me even like 75% similar channel to mine, that someone is crazy and they're classified as crazy, they admit they're crazy, because everybody I've seen that, I don't want to say crazy, let's just say has some kind of psychological challenge or malfunction, they admitted to me that they have it. Even the ones that are in delusion, they say once, maybe the ambulance. No, maybe the ambulance guy was telling me, look, these guys have dark sunglasses. You can't even see that they have eyeballs. And then there's a big black bag behind the ambulance. So why isn't anybody calling me and say, according to your videos, we're going to do an investigation. We're going to protect your health if you feel that you're attacked secret. This is a country that if this was 20 years ago, it would have been happening because the video proof is there. So how come it's not happening, police? Should I hate you? And am I going to go to jail if I hate you for torturing me and putting me close to death almost every day? Or at least very sick? Maybe it's not close to death. I don't want to exaggerate. But it's building up. I can't move my body like I used to before. I'm in constant pain. Is it because of these things you're injecting me? Is it something natural? I wouldn't know, because my health, every time you inject me, I get to a point that it goes to 7 on the Richter scale, 7 on the triage, but it's morbid. I see it's an inflammation. It makes my body malfunction. This is not allowed. And the vaccine does similar things. So is it because I refused the vaccine? And everybody's mad. Everybody that contested, people have to be put to death. And people are seeing that at 300% more death rate started a year after the vaccine was pushed out. This is research. It's not me. It's not my fear about the Montreal police targeting me, ordering people to snatch water away from me. And this is disgusting. This is something that I would never have dreamt possible in Montreal, that they could do this to a human being, even someone that is a terrorist. Never mind a spiritual, sick old person that begs for help because I'm close to death with pesticides and even regular colds and all. You want to add to that. Thank you, police. Like I said, thank you so much. And I apologize if I showed moments of a little polarization and anger and hatred, or it seemed that way. I don't hate you, but I hate what you're doing to me. That's the simplest way to put it. And I am asking God to intervene. God, source, angels, whatever. It's not about belief or using that as threat. It's like saying, what will make you stop? Is there anything that you could feel that will make you stop what you're doing to me?